Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about DJ Akademiks and the xxxtentacion trial. Let's get right into it. A couple weeks back, I made a video about what was revealed in the xxxtentacion trial that is currently going on now. In that video, we spoke about how the lawyer of one of the accused suspects, Dedrick Williams, is making alarming claims regarding what truly happened to X. He believes, as he states in court, that Drake and the Migos, alongside a few other celebrities, were somehow involved in what happened to X that day at the motorcycle shop. The lawyer believes Drake and the Migos paid for the hit because of problems they were having between each other. The lawyer asked the judge to require Drake to attend a deposition for the trial, with the judge choosing to deny it.
Plenty of information that goes beyond just the regular post, anybody kills me, which blicked up, which is a slang for I'm armed, okay? When we took the deposition of the decedent's mother, when Mr. Kimon asked the question, why did you have security with him that day? Her answer was because the beef that he had with Migos and Drake. So the decedent's own mother is saying that the reason that she felt unsafe and wanted extra security with him on the day was because of this issue with Drake and Migos. Meek is another rap group that recently was in the news because one of its members was suspected gang ties. They attacked Mr. Onfroy, and it said that they attacked him based on this problem that they had with Drake. Mr. King posts something where he says that when he discussed with Mr. Graham, when he usually discusses with Mr. Graham, and he's gonna run up on somebody or do something to somebody, he usually tells him not to do it, but in this occasion, he shrugged it off. This is Mr. King posting it. So there's plenty of information that goes beyond just the regular post, if anybody, which I'm arguing to the court is more than sufficient to allow me to take his deposition. Individual by Hassan Ali, and the reason that's important is because Hassan Ali appeared on DJ Akademiks' show, which is Mr. Livingston Allen, said, I'm Drake's shooter. Anybody disrespects me. So you have these people that are part in entertainment, they are involved in criminal activity, bragging about taking violent steps, and now that someone was, as a defense attorney, I have every right on behalf of my client to take the discovery that I need to take. And that's why I filed this motion.
As you heard for yourself, the lawyer not only brings up Drake and the Migos, but he also calls out DJ Akademiks. The lawyer claims that Akademiks was previously on a stream, speaking about how Drake will retaliate against X for disrespecting him and his mother. The lawyer also mentions the fact that X posted on his IG story, if anything happened to him, it was Drake. He also tells the judge he feels social media evidence might prove Drake and the Migos had reasons to have X taken out. What is interesting is what the lawyer thinks happened sounds quite familiar to what most truth seekers already feel happened to X. Even though the lawyer's request was denied, it's still interesting he made these claims in court. Why would the lawyer risk his credibility and make a fool out of himself if he wasn't confident Drake was somehow involved? In my opinion, the lawyer was able to see what so many have already found out. Drake seems to have gotten rid of X. Someone who disagrees with Drake having anything to do with what happened to X is no other than DJ Akademiks, who previously was saying on his Twitch stream Drake will retaliate against X. Ever since the information hit the news, Akademiks has been commenting on the situation, calling it all nonsense. DJ Akademiks, who previously admits to being a Drake stan, claims he believes Dedrick and his lawyer are just making things up in order to try to help their odds in the case. The problem with this is that the lawyer wasn't the first person to come up with this theory. This theory has been floating around the internet for a while now. Many people online believe Drake was involved, as he had the biggest reason to do it. Drake also seems to brag about it every chance he can. Akademiks even previously admitted he feels Drake was taking shots at X after he passed on several of his songs.
I know in y'all minds that believe that Drake has something to do with the X. It's not, okay? I won't say Drake was pleased with some of the stuff that X was saying about his mom, but Drake had no parts of that. I'm not gonna say maybe Drake hasn't knowingly dropped some bars that kind of plays on that, which I don't agree with either. And I've talked to the mom, I've talked to Cleo, and Cleo definitely feels that. Cleo felt like Drake may have said something. Like SMS triple X, that we don't aim below the neck. Bro, you're too clever for a rapper to know that we're gonna think about that or think about the death of X, and why would you rap that? You know what I mean? But I agree with that. But I know in y'all mind, y'all want to hear that Drake killed X.
As you heard for yourself, Akademiks claims that Drake had nothing to do with what happened to X. He then admits that he acknowledges that Drake is definitely making songs where he is taking shots at X, acting as if he's responsible for what happened to him. Akademiks even claims he spoke to X's mom about it, and she expressed she also felt Drake was dissing her son. Even though Akademiks is acknowledging Drake is dissing X after his passing, he feels Drake has nothing to do with it. Now, how does that make sense? For what reason would Drake even try to act like he played a part in any of it if he didn't? Drake obviously wanted to brag about what he did to X for dissing him. For some reason, Akademiks is acting like Drake doesn't have the money or the pull to get this done, and this is insane to me. Drake has a whole song called Mob Ties where he is rapping about having people taken out and being associated with J. Prince Jr. from Mob Ties. Drake was being disrespected by X, and I believe that's why Drake acted in the way he did. X was openly disrespecting Drake's mom, talking about getting with her and all types of disrespectful remarks. X openly admitted that he felt Drake was trying to sacrifice him on one of Akademiks' very own streams.
You know what? Shut up. But otherwise, it's like you tried to sacrifice me, bro. You tried to sacrifice me. You could put that. You can put that as the caption if you want. Try to sacrifice me.
As you heard for yourself, X told Akademiks that Drake was trying to sacrifice him. Even though X told Akademiks this, X still feels Drake has nothing to do with any of it. This is when I started to notice Akademiks clearly appeared to be defensive about the allegations towards Drake. In my opinion, he seemed like he was trying to cover up what so many of us already know happened. Akademiks' name is being mentioned in this trial, and in my opinion, it's for a good reason. See, I believe Akademiks knows exactly what happened to X that day, as X told him in his own stream it was going to happen. Akademiks knew Drake had serious problems with X because Drake hit him up about it. Akademiks openly admits the first time he spoke to Drake was because of Drake's beef with X.
And at Drake's neck? And I'm telling you, the first time I talked to Drake, I promise, maybe that's why I'm biased. The first time I talked to Drake was over some X, bro. And Drake was just like, yo, bro. Like, he was just kind of clarifying, like, yo, bro, I don't have no issue with it. I'm like, yo, after all these years of me covering you, the first time we talk is because of X?
As you heard for yourself, Akademiks admits the first time he ever spoke to Drake was due to X dissing him. In my opinion, Akademiks knew early on when X was taken out who was truly responsible. He admits that he felt X was a threat to Drake's career, as he felt X would eventually dethrone Drake. Drake reached out to Akademiks, and I believe a conversation happened between them both, where Akademiks got on page with Drake and the X situation. This is why we now see Akademiks doing his best to dismiss the allegations and make them look crazy. He has been on his Twitch streams recently calling Dedrick's lawyer a crackhead for mentioning his and Drake's name in a pre-trial. Akademiks spent 30 minutes on his Twitch stream dismissing the accusations made by Dedrick's lawyer. According to Akademiks, Dedrick's lawyer is just trying to kill time, but I don't think so. The lawyer just seems to be doing his job, as this is what his client is claiming happened. Akademiks is openly choosing Drake's side, making sure to protect him. This is why he continues to deny evidence that's right in his face.
Goofiest scene in a long while. Okay, the trial that's going down for the death of xxxtentacion is the goofiest possible. The lawyer looks like a crackhead in court. I got to do some investigations to see if this got to see if it has some type of law degree. Like, did he pass the bar? Yo, this attorney really is trying to argue that Drake,
As you saw for yourself, Akademiks appears he is trying to make the lawyer look crazy, even though there's a good amount of evidence pointing to Drake possibly being involved. Why would Drake rap about being involved if he wasn't? Why throw all those shots at X after he passed? If you watch that entire stream, you will see Akademiks denying what's right in his face. This is how the Masonic puppets protect each other. Akademiks is a part of the media, and all of media is controlled, including Akademiks. Just like other media companies, Akademiks takes payments from record labels and artists in order to promote them on his platform. What makes you think Akademiks isn't getting paid by Drake's team? Ak consistently talks about Drake all the time on his platform, helping with keeping him relevant. And I believe it's because they have a deal between each other. Akademiks is controlled media like all the rest, and he is being used to throw people off. In my opinion, this is all just more proof that X was indeed set up that day. Akademiks going out of his way to defend Drake on many occasions, to me at least, proves Drake had something to hide. Sadly, I don't think we will find out the truth about this case from the courts. The judge was quick to dismiss the defense lawyer's claims. As we all know, all these puppets are protected. I know for a fact the lawyer won't be able to get Akademiks nor Drake for the deposition, but this at least shined a light on the situation. Most people at this point know that what's being reported isn't what happened that day. I never understood why they had to do anything to X if they were just attempting to jack him. X had nothing on him to fight back. They could have easily taken the money without taking him out. In the video, the way they hopped out of the car and how fast they took X out shows they were there for a reason. I believe sometime during the beef between X and Drake, Drake put a price on X's head, and those 4 guys are the ones that collected that bounty. So much is being revealed to the world, but sadly the majority of the world remains blind. There's a sinister price to be paid in order to be a star in the industry, a price that sadly so many have chosen to pay. Like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, and we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truth Fist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make goes directly to helping the channel and furthering Truth Records. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts below and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there for more truth. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.